Let's to like transition now into like actual X's and O's because I want people to walk away from this with like actual value of knowing like how do I go find these opportunities. In terms of the market, there's a couple things I look for. I like to be in cities that have a population between 1,000 and 60,000 people, what's considered by many people secondary or rural markets. We want to be in cities where the population is increasing, right? Like you want job growth, you want money coming into that city, you want the medium household income to be north of $50,000 a year. And one of the ways you can avoid that is by making sure that you're in the right market. So how do you locate mom and pop storage owners, right? And we can actually do this live, Jason, if you want, or I can just kind of share my screen, but very simple. If, in fact, let me do this.
You know, I always have a saying, put the cookies on the bottom shelf. I like make this as applicable and down to earth and easy to access as you can. So yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah, awesome. Do me a favor, somebody, anybody, doesn't really matter who. Give me any city in the country. Ideally, it's a smaller city, but it doesn't have to be. We can, the demonstration will work just as well. But somebody give me any city in the country.
Do Pratt. I'll give you a Pratt. It's smaller, about 7,000 people.
Okay, now how do you spell that?
Pratt.
Okay, Pratt, and that's located Pratt, Kansas. Okay.
Yep.
So all I did, guys, was I went to Google Maps, maps.google.com, and you saw me type in Pratt, Kansas. So once I bring it up here in Google Maps, you're going to click on this nearby button. And when you click on nearby, you're going to type in self-storage. Now, what is this going to do? You're going to start to see red dots on the screen. Here they are. So these are the red. This is what's called the Google Map Pack. So these are the storage facilities that Google picks up in and around Pratt, Kansas. So immediately, what are the first things I'm looking for? Right here, first result. This particular facility, Ham Self-Storage, I can tell does not have a website. How do I know it doesn't have a website? Because the second one, you see the little circle here that says website? These facilities have websites. If you don't see a circle, that tells you they do not have a website. Now, let me frame this and put it in perspective. If I was to tell you guys that more than 80% of our customers come from online marketing, do you think having a website would to be an important part of the storage business, right? I'm legit. More than 80% of our customers on a monthly basis come from some type of online marketing, whether that's SEO, search engine optimization, whether it's our Google My Business listing, it could be pay-per-click marketing. Very few people just show up randomly at our facility and walk in and say, hey, I want to rent storage. The fact that Ham Self-Storage, West Side Storage, I bet you I could find a few more, Maple Street Storage, look how many facilities in and around Pratt do not have websites. That is a strong indication that it's a mom and pop operated facility and they're not, let's just say they're not like fully efficient from an operations perspective, right? It's the equivalent of driving by and seeing a boarded up house with tall grass. It doesn't necessarily mean they're a motivated seller, but it's an indication that there could be some motivation there, right? Here's the other thing I look for. Google reviews. Google reviews are very, very important in storage. Now, Zoom Self-Storage only has one Google review, and it's not even that great. It's only 4 stars. That's another indication that that storage owner is mom and pop, and they don't realize the importance of Google reviews. Poor Google reviews, so 3 stars. Even though it's only one, like that's really bad. That says that the only person that's reviewed did not have a positive experience. So what do? We have a virtual assistant building our list on a daily and weekly basis of facilities like this in markets, potentially like Pratt, Kansas.